Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, beautiful, bountiful Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for all your love, your light and support. Thank you for your appreciation, participation, your hearted comments. Thank you for our divine unite in light. As we work together individually yet collectively, remotely, unitedly through the clarion call of Spirit Divine, coming together to uplift and shift the people and planet into peace, paradise, ascension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am reading on the difficulties that are being faced at this time in the United Kingdom. There is so much going on day after day, and as I have been reading for Catherine, the royal family, and through the many readings have informed how the system is crashing. The towers are falling, the cracks are widening, and of course the cycle of change is unstoppable, as much as the dark energies, the controllers, the manipulators, the ones that are enslaving humanity for such a long time, continue to want to hold on to what they know is slipping very fast. I want to say that the satanic energy that is prevalent throughout our world and has been for hundreds of thousands of years is an energy that was created by the dark controllers. It is unbeknown to our planet, which is very peaceful, very benevolent, very kind and loving, and vibrated on soul light, divine source light. And through the invasion, because of our peace and our paradise and our resources and our vulnerability and innocence and purity of who we were at the very beginning of time, it was easy to invade and manipulate and of course appear as one of us through the many abilities of these races to shape shift and create illusions and cleverly intimidate and deceive humanity, deceive divine creation, and of course slowly infiltrate and saturate our lives, our world, and has been since on the surface and of course below the surface. And not just there, but of course in our sphere, our atmosphere, and of course on the outer skirts of our planet. So where am I going with this? The Satan energy, the real Satan energy that took form from this particular creation, was deconstructed approximately 2 years ago by Spirit Divine. So the main hold of that form is not on the planet anymore. And many of the dark, draconian, reptilian, and ET races that have come in malevolent form and intentions have also been removed. Our galactic teams are fighting wars that we do not know about from many distances, well before these particular races arrive close to Earth. They're being cut off, shut off, blocked off. And of course, there are those that are still very close to our system, our world, our planet, and they are also being dealt with to prevent any further invasion and, of course, infiltration. But to comfort and ease your mind, I want you to know that the main controllers, the source of it, the root of it that created it, is not on the planet anymore. They have been removed, they're taken away, they're deconstructed. Their energy cannot affect us. But let me, for the purpose of understanding their offsprings, their staff, their recruits, their minions, and of course, having said that, there is a hierarchy to them, which I have explained in previous videos. They are here. It is them that knows that the source, the power, the protection that they had, they no longer have in its dominance and in its capacity, but there is still power. It's like connecting new wires regularly that keep short-circuiting because they keep slipping. The energetic time frame does not hold their technology that in the way it used to. Nothing is as it seems and ever will be. We are now on a roll, and the light is ever increasing. We are reaching very high capacities. It may seem slow, and of course it is slower than anticipated. Therefore I say, help, step in, take your power, hold your sword, armor yourself, and join, unite, because together we're powerful. I do not say it lightly. Each one of us together as a collective, doing the work that we need to dedicatedly, committedly, daily, even a few minutes every day, makes an enormous difference to the pot, to the collective. And the quicker we speed it up, the quicker we achieve the result. But I also want to tell you that we are doing exceptionally well, those of us that are very committed in this family, and I thank you, I commend you, I salute you, I am forever grateful and thankful. This is the purpose of our channel, right? We are united by spirit. We're united by our souls. It is a preordained contract that we have created prior to our incarnation to be here at this momentous time that we have screamed out for, shouted out for, fought about for generations. We don't remember everything, and we're not supposed to, because we've also been part of the dark plan. But we're here to make it right. We've reformed, we've resurrected, right? And we are connected. We are divinely protected. And when we understand that, we can unite. Do not think about what we've done. Think about where we're going. Think about what we're creating, what we're transforming. And that's where I want your heart to be, your mind to be. And we have proven that with the Olympics. From where it started and the intention it had, we transformed that energy at the closing. Of course, there were still dark aspects. There was still imagery and symbology, right? Because they still needed to show their flair. They needed to flaunt it. They couldn't let us see that they failed hopelessly altogether. But it did not have the dark effect, the negative effect that it had at the beginning. And yes, it may seem 19 days, but I did a midway reading or a few days after initiating the portal, I showed you how the energy is transforming. And I didn't want to do too many. I thought, let's do one at the end and see how we've succeeded. And we have, incredibly powerfully and beautifully, momentously, we surmounted that energy. And just in 19 days, we've accomplished a great deal. Can you imagine how much we would do in a single day if we come together? I also want you to know that what is taking place specifically in the United Kingdom is the cleaning and the clearing up that I've been talking about. Yes, it's venting itself in a very ugly way, but it is what it is, and we cannot change what is, but we can harmonize the effect it's having on the population, and we can stop it to a certain degree by lowering the vibration of the dark energy with light, by taking light, using light to disempower them so they stop, so they lose power. But what we are seeing is the venting of what fear it is that they've always been creating. And of course, Pluto is here to clean up. We've spoke about that. We're in the age of Aquarius where they will be rebelling. Spiritual awakening, divine consciousness, enlightenment, all of that will clash because old systems must go. Aquarius energy is not outdated. It is new, it is vibrant, it is brilliant, it is illuminated. And with Pluto and Saturn and Uranus all clubbed together, cooperating with each other, supporting one another, it is massive. Right? I also stumbled across headlines of stabbing that took place, I think a day ago. An 11-year-old girl was stabbed, and of course her mother. The little girl's injuries were a little bit more fatal, but of course both of them are being treated and it's not life-threatening. Then there were two plane crashes. I think one was a helicopter and one was a plane. The plane claimed all the lives, all 62 on board were killed in that crash. And of course the helicopter was, a pilot had stolen the helicopter and he died and crashed and died on the roof of a hotel. And then of course we had two earthquakes. We had the one in Japan, I think it was 7.1 or 7.4, forgive me. And of course the one in Los Angeles, which was a magnitude of 4.4. Well, this is the earth also venting, but not in a negative way. It is the darkness that must be expelled. That is on the surface and of course below the surface. It is all part of the clearing. The land masses will be changing and shifting. The seas will be changing. Many new islands will form and tectonic plates will allow the merging of other land masses. So a lot of change is taking place naturally, and of course that is also creating a venting of energy on a physical level where populations and nations are going through crisis. It is critical. I want you to invest your energy in the positive by sending love and light to bring harmony and peace, to send love and light into Mother Earth to calm her. She's intelligent, she knows what she's doing, and as much as it will take life, it will claim life, it will displace people and create difficult situations. Remember, it's inevitable, it has to be done. We have the light workers that are working to clear up the lower vibrations, to take the entire planet with its inhabitants into a higher vibration. And we cannot sit in our comfort zone and not expect this to be easy. It is going to be challenging. For those of us that have not awakened to understand what's taking place, for those of us that are not prepared to put in the effort to work on ourselves, responsibly, committedly, to raise our vibration and consciousness and to harmonize the effects, will be affected the most, and will be the ones that will continue to complain and scream and shout out and counteract what is being done for higher and greater good. Remember, the planet is not looking at one person, one tree, one leaf, one droplet of water, one snowflake, one grain of sand. It is looking at a collective. And you will be where you are meant to be in accordance with your vibration. Remember, vibration and frequency match. Like attracts like. What you put out is what you get back. It's a boomerang effect. What goes up must come down. It's gravitational effect. Right, and with that, it's the figure 8. Through the boomerang, from the heart, what goes out, what comes back. And of course, what goes up must come down is a figure 8. And if you combine those two energies, as I have taught before, you get the human angel energy. So utilize your power of being the human angel and bring in coherence, compatibility, cooperation, collaboration, unity, spirituality, divinity, masculinity, femininity, all into a greater, higher, and glorious balance for humanity. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. It's it's we, it's a collective. Nothing can be singular anymore. Duality is failing. It's not working anymore. And when we change our perspective of life and come out of hangman mode, out of hermit mode, if we've done the work and gone through the dark night of the soul, and others will be going through it, but we're here to help you. Reach out. I have given tools, methods. I am preparing the collective. That's why I'm here. I am not any larger than you are. I am learning and growing as you are, and upgrading and skilling. I'm also being disciplined by the universe. But we're here to help each other, support one another, and I urge and encourage you to do that. So I am reading now with Spirit to see how the energy is playing out. Of course, we do know how it's playing out, and if it will change anytime soon, or what can be expected. I'm leaving it open for Spirit to talk to us. Divine Spirit, Mother, Father, Creator, Supreme and Sovereign, welcome. You have asked me to sit here today to bring this message to our beautiful family listening. Those that are new, that are coming in, welcome. I love you, I bless you, and please, you are free to express and to be part of our happy and delightful family, our divine community. In your grace and embrace, Spirit, we meet and greet in your cosmic seat. Share with us the energy specifically with regard to the United Kingdom. They are going through a lot, and of course, because our work has been predominantly based in this specific part of the planet, to clean up a lot that's connected to it, help us understand, let the people understand, and perhaps we will move into other countries to help them as well. Straight away, we have the 9 of Swords. It has been a mental challenge for people. It has had a very ugly effect on the mental body. It has caused a lot of stress, anxiety. It is locking people in. I have spoken about a lockdown, a shutdown. Yes, people have come out to the streets on both polarities for peace, and there's destruction. But a lot of people are afraid. Excuse me, I almost lost my voice. A lot of people are afraid to come out and be free like they were, to feel safe. So they are behind closed doors, and people are going into prayer, deep prayer. And the prayer that they are going into is not the prayer that should be carrying the vibration. It is a prayer of fear. It's a prayer of panic. And that's not how we should be praying, Spirit says. People are praying out of fear and panic, and it's not yielding the result that they're going to be wanting to expect or looking for. This is the Queen of Swords, the feminine power, right? Women are afraid. Women are still being attacked. Children are being attacked. Divine feminine is saying, we had enough. We had enough. Take your power back. Taking your power back is not getting out on the street to fight. It's going within. Going within and switching your light on. And awakening the temple, the divine within you. Divine entrapment. Feminine divine entrapment. Masculine divine entrapment. People, what I'm seeing here is people are not, yet they are out there expressing themselves, but they're being restricted from freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of will. There is something going on in the country that has caused a greater barrier or restriction on humanity. That's what we're getting. In this number 8 energy, as above, so below, and of course in the month of Leo. King of Pentacles. The controllers, the powers that are making money out of this. And that are also creating a distraction to other nations and other countries. The Fool. Again, feminine divine energy. Right? People, it's twofold. You are being fooled, and of course it is the new path. It's the new path. So from every outburst, because that's the way humanity knows how to get attention, is to be heard, is to shout, scream, rant, rave, go on a rampant, light fires, protest, get violent, bash things up. That's not the way it should be, but that's what the dark likes. That's what it instigates, it initiates, and do not fall victim of it. I had straight away the King of Pentacles that flipped out of the deck. This is a very big financial win for the elite. I'm not sure who is sitting at the helm of this, but it is a collective, it's a group, it's a network that's sitting there and are going to earn out of this by sinking the population. People are going to lose a lot more to this dark power before it comes right. So what's happening is those that are creating destruction, unfortunately, they want to prove a point, but it's to their greater detriment, because they are going to create more financial distress for the population and restrictions, and put people out of pocket and themselves. I'm not sure if people that are not going to work at this time, fearing their lives, and of course participating in the protest, whether it's the peaceful or the destructive, are actually earning a wage or a salary during their absence. So indirectly we hurt ourselves, and of course the innocent pay the price for those that are doing the damage. We have the Hermit that fell out. Right, and I spoke about the Hermit. the dark night of the soul, coming out of your cocoon and taking action. It is about time that what we do has to be peaceful. It's got to be from a higher consciousness. The shift is taking place. Four of Pentacles, the controllers, while they're sitting at the helm, it's about them to continue to control. They want to create scarcity and poverty. We spoke about unrest. Spirit says we spoke about unrest. We spoke about fire. It is here, people. Beloved ones, it is here. It is playing itself out. And it's all connected to the energy that we have been reading. It is not one person. But you look up to the one person because they are representation, they are representative of a system, of an establishment. But they're all part of it. It goes deeper than you know, you think, or you understand. I thought I saw a flip. I did. There we go. Ten of Cups and the Emperor. It is showing us what it should be. The Emperor, the man in charge, the heads of state, or the head of state, or the one that is representing the head of state. At the bottom I have the Seven of Swords, which is the deception. The promise, right? The promise this head of state made to give the population the Ten of Cups is deception. You've been deceived. That's what Spirit is saying. I do not know him. I have nothing against him. I don't follow him. I don't follow any of the politicians, but they're all the same. They're all cut from the same cloth. At the onset, they're brilliant in what their intentions are, but very quickly they're groomed. So therefore we say they're cut from the same cloth, because they have to put on the same coat, from the same cloth, from the same factory, same manufacturer, in italics. So Spirit is saying the head made this promise. Is that what you are receiving? Is that what's being delivered? Is that what is coming into a reality for you? Is the promise being kept? Is it being upheld? And right now, I am getting that he that's been recently put there with grand and great promises in the Ten of Cups for people, population, changes, policies, regulations, whatever it is now being questioned. Well, it might not be out there, or it could be, but many that have put him there are now questioning their thumbprint, their vote. They're ticking the box. Justice, right? They now want justification of this particular man from him. Is this what was promised? Is this what we should expect? Is this fair to the people? Right? I'm not sure what is going on, but it seems that it is out of control. It is out of control, not seem. Right? It's created a lot of problem. I'm leaving this here. Well, Spirit says, yes, leave it there. We have the King of Cups, we have the sword, and we have all the offerings, right? All the bribery and corruption to uphold something. A King of Cups is also, water energy is also connected to the head of the state, the government, right? He is head of state, or part of head of state, or whatever it is that you know it to be in the country. Forgive me, I'm not being disrespectful, but I don't follow to know what the correct terminology is for your country in terms of the titles that they sit with. People's hard work. People are calling for justice for their land, for their position, for their titles, for their deservability, for their entitlements, their country that they've worked for, they want it back. They want restoration. The World card. This is affecting the world. It's a global issue. It's a global issue. It's affecting the world. Clearly, we understand that, but it goes bigger than that. This is a massive collapse for UK's energy. It will affect the world. It's affecting the world, and the world is looking at them right now, and you're going to find that they are possibly going to pull out. Investors are going to start pulling out if this does not curb, if the system does not return to normality, right? Other countries are pulling out. Other countries are looking at the UK in a very dark way. It's like a black hole for them. That's what I'm getting. It's not safe. It is being felt that the country is not, or the heads of state or the superiors are not doing enough to curb this. It's going on for too long. And of course, it's affecting the population. It's affecting criminal activity. It's everything. I'm getting such a mixture. It's like a tornado going in my head, that this is causing an uproar everywhere. It's like everything has been focused recently on this country. And it is leaving a very bitter taste in the mouths of other countries, of people, of tourists. It's going to affect the economy and plunge the country into a very bad state. Do we see improvement? Will this change very soon? There is a very serious situation that is struggling to balance, to come into balance, to keep it together. It's too quick. It's happening too quick. It's happening too many places. You can't seem to bring one spot under control. That's what I'm getting here. There's turbulence everywhere. There's volatility everywhere. So what's happening is, because you have so many that is spaced out everywhere, you can't seem to find the control in which to keep one in control or under control. All right, in closing, is there anything else, Spirit? All right, so we have deception, this continuous deception, and we have, of course, all the promises that are coming from heads of state, superiors, military officers, etc. They cannot seem to contain it. It will just keep having to go the wrong way for a while. So whatever is being voiced, vocalized, is not materializing. There is a run from one problem to deal with the next one, and from that problem something else flares up and we go off to deal with that one. So we making announcements, or we giving speech or commentary or whatever it is, but there's no closure to it. It's not coming to fruition. It's not reaching its solution, its resolution yet, right? So it's just hot air, right? It's the tornado. And interesting, we have the Leo card, which is the fire energy, right? So therefore we sing a lot of fire, like earthquakes, which is heat, smoke, setting off electrical surges and circuits. We've got the planes that have crashed, explosives, that's fire. You've got fires that are being burnt from protest action. So this is the vibration of that fire energy. And of course with Leo, you've got that's royal energy, royal family's energy, and very much the country under fire, relating to this particular family at this time. So it is not coincidental. It is divinely aligned for the clearing to show you, right? The Justice card is showing up right next to the heads of state, and of course the Emperor, very much the Hierophant type of energy coming through with that. And all of the vibrations supporting what is taking place is projecting to the call for justice, the call to end this, the call to curb it, the call to find a solution for this particular situation. So I encourage you, please, to use the diamond portal that I've created for the Olympics. And of course I did do a clearing for the UK as well, much earlier video. Utilize this vibration, ground the energy, and let's do the clearing and put a stop to it. And if you do not live in the UK, do ground this energy in your country or other countries. The more portals we create, the quicker we shall extinguish the dark energy. Beautiful hearts, I thank you for all the work you're doing, helping me, helping Spirit. It's the ground crew. It is our planet. It's our world. If we want our children to be safe, our families to be safe, to return to a safer planet, and of course, leave behind our beautiful divine blueprint, thumbprint, peace print. Let us do this together. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind, to be loving, and to be divinely connected. And with that, I love you, I bless you, I thank you. In peace and be safe. Till next.